Emma Carter, 8 years old, arrived at ER at 6 a.m. with her parents, Susan and David. The girl was crying, not from pain, but from fear. And when I saw her face, I understood why. The entire right side of her face was paralyzed. Right eyelid wouldn't close completely. Right corner of mouth drooping. When she tried to smile, only left side moved. Susan explained, trembling. She woke up like this an hour ago. Came into our room screaming she couldn't close her eye. Doctor, what's wrong with my baby? I examined Emma quickly. Asked her to close eyes. Left closed, right stayed open. Asked her to puff cheeks. Air escaped from right side. Asked her to raise eyebrows. Only left went up. Classic unilateral facial paralysis. An 8-year-old girl. Most likely diagnosis is Bell's palsy, viral inflammation of facial nerve. Common, usually reversible. Susan, David. I said, I think Emma has Bell's palsy. It's a viral condition that inflames facial nerve. We treat with corticosteroids. Most children recover completely within weeks. I saw relief in their faces. Prescribed prednisone, instructions to protect eye that wouldn't close. Told them to return in 2 days for follow-up. Thought it was routine case. Didn't know that inside Emma's ear something alive was releasing neurotoxic venom. 2 days later, Susan called me at 11 p.m. Dr. Michael, Emma's worse, much worse. They arrived at ER 30 minutes later. Emma looked pale, scared. And paralysis had progressed. Now affected more of her face. She had difficulty swallowing, drooling involuntarily. She can't swallow well, Susan said, crying. And she's complaining of horrible pain in right ear. That stopped me. Ear pain isn't typical of Bell's palsy. And progression this fast isn't either. Checked neurological signs. Reflexes normal. Muscle strength normal. Only facial paralysis. Emma whimpered. My ear hurts so much, doctor, and I feel something weird inside. I asked what kind of. Weird. Like tickling. But inside. My mind raced through differential diagnoses. Facial paralysis plus ear pain plus strange sensation equals possible middle ear infection affecting facial nerve, or something else. Decided to examine ears, standard protocol for any facial paralysis. Took otoscope. Emma, I'm going to look inside your ear, okay? She nodded. Inserted otoscope into right ear. Adjusted light. Looked inside. And my blood froze. There, 5 millimeters from eardrum, was black widow spider. Alive. Completely still. With its 8 eyes, staring directly at me through otoscope. And in that moment I understood. This wasn't Bell's palsy. It was poisoning. I withdrew otoscope slowly. Hands trembling. Had to stay calm. If Emma got scared and moved, spider would bite. And more neurotoxic venom millimeters from her brain would be catastrophic. Emma, I said in calmest voice possible, there's something in your ear I need to remove. But you have to stay very, very still. Can you do that? She nodded, eyes wide. Took Susan and David aside. Whispered, there's live black widow spider in Emma's ear. Venom is causing paralysis. It's not viral. It's poisoning. Susan covered mouth to keep from screaming. David went pale. Facial nerve runs directly through ear canal, I explained quickly. Spider's been biting internally, releasing neurotoxic venom. That's why paralysis progressed so fast. Called Dr. Rebecca Moore, toxicologist. Arrived in 15 minutes. Michael, if you try to remove and spider bites again, additional venom could cause permanent paralysis. Or worse, affect brainstem nerves. Breathing, swallowing. She showed me statistics. Black widow venom causes ascending paralysis if untreated. Emma already had 3 days of exposure. We were against the clock. There's one way, Rebecca said. Cryogenic spray. Freeze spider in situ. Paralyzes instantly without provoking bite. But it's extremely risky. Spray that close to eardrum can cause permanent hearing damage. I looked at Emma sitting on gurney, trusting me, and made decision. We prepared procedure room, Emma lying on side, head immobile in padded support, Susan holding her hand. Emma, you're going to feel cold in your ear, like when you eat ice cream too fast. But don't move, okay? She whispered. I'm scared. I know, honey, but you're very brave. Inserted otoscope with camera. Needed perfect visualization. On screen, everyone saw. Black Widow still motionless. Waiting. Prepared cryogenic spray and ultra-thin cannula. 1 application. 3 seconds. Temperature 3 degrees below zero. Enough to paralyze spider without damaging eardrum. Hoped. Here we go, I whispered. Inserted cannula slowly into ear canal. Emma whimpered but didn't move. Cannula 2 millimeters from spider. Pressed activator. Spray released. On screen, we saw spider react. Legs started moving but then froze. Literally. White frost covering its body. 3 seconds. Withdrew cannula. It's paralyzed. Now. Took microforceps. Inserted under camera visualization. Forceps reached frozen spider. Closed delicately around abdomen. Pulled gently. Spider came out intact. Frozen. Still in attack position. Deposited it in sealed container. Emma exhaled. Is it out? It's out, Emma. It's gone. But we weren't finished. Rebecca, I need anti-venom, now. Rebecca prepared Black Widow anti-venom. Serum derived from equine antibodies. Rare, expensive, but essential. Emma's been exposed to venom for 3 days, Rebecca explained while preparing IV. Neurotoxin letrotoxin causes massive neurotransmitter release. That's why paralysis, pain, difficulty swallowing. Inserted IV line. Anti-venom dripping slowly. Effect isn't instant. Takes hours to neutralize toxin already in system. Emma would have to stay hospitalized minimum 48 hours under observation. While we waited, I investigated. Emma, do you remember when ear pain started, she thought? 3 days ago. I was playing in the yard. Mom called me for dinner. Slept that night and woke up with ear feeling weird. Susan remembered. She was playing near wooden shed. Lots of cobwebs there. Oh God, did it get in while she… I nodded. Probably. Black widows seek dark, warm spaces. Ear canal is perfect. Got in while Emma was outside. Got trapped inside. And for 3 days, bit repeatedly trying to escape. Each bite releasing venom. Each dose affecting facial nerve more and more. If I'd waited 1 more day to examine ear, Emma could have developed respiratory paralysis. 6 hours after anti-venom, Emma showed first improvement. Could close right eye slightly. Small, but significant. Rebecca smiled. It's working. 48 hours later, Emma could close eye completely. 72 hours, corner of mouth started moving. 1 week, could puff both cheeks. 2 weeks, smile almost symmetrical. Paralysis reversed slowly but consistently. We sent Spider to lab for confirmation. Report came back. Latrodectus mactans, adult female black widow. Venom sac nearly empty, had bitten multiple times. Susan cried reading report. 3 days. My baby had venomous spider living in her ear for 3 days. But Emma recovered completely. 4 weeks after procedure, her face was perfectly symmetrical. No residual paralysis. No hearing damage from cryogenic spray. Rebecca called me. Michael, you were lucky. If you'd waited another day, toxin would have reached respiratory nerves. Emma would have needed ventilator, maybe permanent damage. But I didn't wait, because I heard symptom that didn't fit, ear pain with Bell's palsy. And because I trusted protocol, always examine ears in facial paralysis. That protocol saved Emma's life. Susan and David brought Emma for final consultation. She smiled. Perfect smile. Bilateral. Thank you for taking out the spider, Dr. Michael. I smiled back. Thank you for staying so still and brave, Emma. Today, 2 years later, Emma is 10 years old, plays, studies, lives normal life. No residual effects. Her family exterminated all black widows from their property. And Emma never sleeps without checking her pillow first. I'm Dr. Michael. That case changed me because I almost sent Emma home with wrong diagnosis. Bell's palsy is common. Black widow in ear is extremely rare. But there was clue, ear pain with facial paralysis. Symptom that didn't fit perfectly. And because I followed protocol, always examine ears and facial paralysis, I found spider before it was too late. 3 lessons from this case. First, not all common diagnoses are correct. Second, symptoms that don't fit deserve investigation. Third, protocols exist for reason. They save lives. For parents, black widows seek dark, warm spaces. Ears, shoes, folded clothes. If child has unexplained ear pain, especially with neurological symptoms, seek immediate attention. And if you live in an area with black widows, check where children play. That day, when I looked inside Emma's ear and saw 8 eyes staring back at me, I understood something. Medicine isn't just knowledge, it's curiosity, protocol, and listening when something doesn't sound right. Subscribe, because every week I share cases that taught me to be a better doctor. Because sometimes, most terrifying diagnoses come from most unexpected places.